Welcome to Title Run Sports. I'm your host, Dave Bethay, and it is that time of year where Scott the Stat Assassin likes to help me prep for fall football by sending me a list of random defensive backs and having me go through their huddle and evaluate them on my own. I am, I guess, now notoriously a DB critic because it's what I coach in high school football. And Scott actually sent me the document titled David Hates on High School DBs 2025 edition. So I guess I'm pretty tough. I don't think very many DBs are actually that good. So we're going to jump into this. I'm going to look at their film, evaluate them, give some feedback, and then compare them to what they are rated on 247. And we'll see how I do. So here we go. First one is Chase Calicut. And again, these are kids that I've never seen, never laid eyes on. So it's going to be an interesting watch. All right, here we go. He's a safety. Oh, shoot. Wow, I was not expecting that. He just rips the ball out of that kid's hands. Hold on, I gotta go back and watch that again. Hold on a second. I wasn't watching. He just pulls the ball away from that kid. Oh my gosh. He's long. He looks like he's at least 6'1"-ish. Oh, good grief. Let him drive his feet on the tackle. That's an impressive tackle. A lot of man here. Here's a double move. Does a good job swallowing up. He might be taller than 6'2" or 6'1". He might be closer to 6'2". Those are good. That's a really good ball skills, tracking that deep ball. Kind of seeing the whole package here. One of the things I always want to see out of safeties is ball production. Do they get fumbles and interceptions? You've already seen that early in this film. He can tackle clearly. See him in open field tackles. There he is in deep coverage. He's a little bit in the trail. It's pretty good makeup speed. Yeah, God, look how long this kid's arms are. They touch his kneecaps. Look at that. Yeah, that's good. Well, and this kid's frame looks like he's got room to put on a lot of weight. I don't know how much he weighs, but he's easily got room to put on more weight. Man, his length. You can see he's a little bit in the trail there, but he's got such long arms, he can kind of make up for it a little bit. That's what I want to see. That's a really good open field tackle, making him take angles, the ball carrier. Alabama game last year, Georgia's DBs learned that angles are very important. That's a good job on the switch release. A lot of ball production here. And this kid's good. This looks like a 4-star player to me, at least. Doesn't look like he's got the best long speed. There he is getting off the block and making a tackle. Doesn't look like he has the best long speed, but if he's 4.4, this is a 5-star. I don't think he's that fast, though. There's another good play. A lot of man here. When that's good, I almost would like to see some clips of him playing. Good gosh, he drives his feet. I'd almost like to see some clips of him playing a little bit of zone. But if you're telling me you have a defensive back that's probably 6'2"-ish, can cover and tackle, that is like the dream for a star. I mean, this is a good player. This kid's, I've seen enough. I'm going to go ahead and say this is a 4-star. It wouldn't shock me if this ends up being a 5-star, but this is like a 4-star kid to me. Chase Calicut. Let's look at you, Chase. 247. 4-star. Okay. High 4-star according to the composites. That means that some of the places probably have him as a 5-star. High 4-star. Houston. Committed to Georgia. Oh, well, good. Yes, this kid's good. He looks like a kid that could play star. It probably could play deep safety also, but if you can tackle and play man, you are literally like the perfect prototype to play in the star position. So that's really impressive right there. All right, so take that, Scott. I'm off to a good start. All right, next one here is Justice Fitzpatrick from St. Thomas Aquinas. This is a powerhouse school in Florida. And does it tell what position he is? It does not. So let's just go ahead and roll the tape on him. Oh, he's out here at corner. All right. Looks like he's in man coverage. Oh, wow. No, he's in zone. He tricked him. That's a good play. Looks like he's playing cover 2 or cover 3. Looks like he's got one safety over the top. He's sitting in the, he's playing cover 3 right here. That's really good discipline. And so what a lot of corners will do is they'll chase that guy throwing the ball, and that ball go right over their head. That's a really good play. So here he is playing zone again. He's playing quarters. Nope, cover 3 again. Good house with the ball. It's not really a highlight, but whatever. A lot of zone here again. So that's a really good job because as a cornerback, you always want to keep your outside arm free. A lot of young corners will go inside of that, and that ball will get to the sideline. Let's get to the football. Not really able to see a lot right now. This is good for seeing some athleticism, seeing guys play offense, just general ideas of their athleticism. Thought he was going to break that. Let's see what he does here. Maintains the outside. Oh, good strip. Slowed it down for us. Okay, this is a good look at his height. This kid's pretty tall. Looks like he's about 6'1". He's long too. Got long. All right, I had a little hiccup in the recording, so I apologize if it skips around on you, but we're going to resume looking at our second defensive back. All right, here's off the edge. Oh, he's the return guy on the block punt. Let's see his speed right here. How fast is he? That's pretty fast. Looks like about a 4.5. Doesn't look like he's a blazing speed, but that's pretty fast. He's not getting caught, but he's not running away from everybody. And again, seeing offensive clips is good for judging guys' athleticism. Here we go. Finally clipping man. That's a really good job in man right there. Initial takeoff, not giving away an inside release. That's really good. See him in press again. Okay, that's what I want to see. Press bail. Gets his head around. Oh, good playing the ball. So just look at what I'm seeing so far, and there may be more testing data available, but this kid looks like he's about 6'1". Good athlete. Doesn't look like he's a freak athlete. What I'm seeing here, this looks like a 3-star player to me. I don't see quite enough ball production, quite enough explosiveness to warrant him being higher, but he definitely looks like an SEC defensive back. So let's pause this and see what he is. All right, so Justice Fitzpatrick. He looks a little bit like Minka Fitzpatrick. I wonder if they're in any relation. I guessed he was 6'1". He's listed at 6 foot half an inch. So I was pretty close there. He's a 4-star. That surprised me a little bit. And his composite rating is actually higher than Chase Calicut we just looked at. And I do not see that on film. I'm not going to lie to you. But I don't have the track times for these kids. But looking at this kid, I didn't see some of the long speed and twitch that you would expect to see in a 4-star, and a pretty high 4-star according to 247. Ball skills were good. He did get in the trail a little bit. I didn't see a lot of ball production, which from a corner in high school, usually like the really good ones, they get picks. So I didn't really see that. Like, this kid's a good player. I think I even said on the evaluation he's an SC corner, but 4-star is surprising to me. I can see it, I guess, but just didn't quite see that athleticism I expect from a 4-star. But let's go ahead and move on to our next one, Zech Fort. So I'm assuming Zech is short for Zechariah. It's spelled Z-E-C-H. It's a safety apparently. Again, don't know much about these kids, but let's see how he is. All right, here he is right here. Looks like he's rolling down into cover 3 as a box fitter. He's blitzing. Wow, okay. That's a good blitz. Decent size. Not huge. Actually, he looks a little small. Here he is in deep half coverage. They're in zone. Oh, all right. Getting his hands on the ball. I always like to see the ball skills. If you have a safety film and you don't get picks, I'm not really messing with you. I'm not gonna lie to you. Another slot blitz. So this guy looks like he might be a star also. I'm not gonna lie. I am a notorious IMG hater. I don't like what they do. I don't like that they don't play for any games that are meaningful because they just play a national schedule. They're not in a league, so their games have no stakes other than to showcase the players. They develop good talent, but I'm not a fan of what they do in their model. But I can't really argue with some of the results they've had. At least not from the defensive backs. They've had some pretty buster kids, I feel like, up front in other positions, but they do a pretty good job with their defensive backs. Man, he's in the box a lot. Golly. Good look at him. He might be a little bigger than I thought. Looks like he's good hit. Looks like he may be closer to 5'11", maybe. He's thick, not super long. So this guy looks like he might end up being a star. I don't know that he can play corner. Tackles like a safety, but don't see him doing a lot of that split field stuff. He's deployed a lot in the slot. What is he doing here? Is he bringing pressure again here? They're spinning cover 3. Let's see him run this kid down. Looks like they're going cover 3. And it looks like they're going cover 1 here. Yeah, they are. It's cover 1. Okay. And these plays are okay. Nothing about this really pops to me personally. I mean, he's making tackles on high school kids, which you should do. He's a good blitzer, but he's making big hits on quarterbacks that aren't looking. So, I mean, I'm not trying to be a hater, but I'm just not that impressed. Cover 3 again. And see, this is where, like, if this kid was like a really high 4-star, 5-star, I want to see him go get that football. All right, let's watch 1 or 2 more. He'll tackle now. I'll tell you that much. This kid's going to be a demon on special teams. It's a good tackler. All right, I'm going to pause it there. All right, so The film to me says 3-star. It's a kid that I see. He looks like a box safety. Not sure how great of a fit that is for what Georgia actually does. So a box safety in high school is probably going to be being a star at Georgia. Without height, weight, speed, if he is 6'1", he's probably a 4-star. If this kid's 5'11", I think he's probably a 3-star. I just don't see the ball production and some of the athleticism and traits that you need to be a 4 or 5-star. So let's scroll on over and see what he's listed at. Zach 4 from IMG. He is a 4-star. Of course he is. Okay, I was right. He is small. 5'10". Okay, so and that's one of the things here. Without the ball production and the twitch, which, I mean, he's a good athlete, but I didn't see crazy athleticism. At 5'10", I'm going to need you to be really athletic or to show me some more at the ball skills. Show me that you might be able to bump out and play corner, because I didn't see him doing a whole lot of man coverage. There's a little bit in there. He's a tackler. He's around the ball a lot. I will say that. So, of course, he's a Georgia commit. Of course he is, because, I don't know any of these kids. But, yeah, I would have had him at a 3-star. He's, of course, a 4-star. So, what do I know? All right, next one. Tyreek Green, athletes. That means there'll probably be some offensive clips in here. Here is at safety. Kind of floating around. It's a good play. Just watching the quarterback's eyes. He's free there. Watching the quarterback's eyes. Let's see his long speed. He's smooth. All right. Oh, he's a Buford kid. Ugh, gross. All right, here he's playing running back. There's a little burst right there. No, he's smooth. He doesn't look like he's running very hard. He's covering ground. Athlete. Looks tall. Tall for running back, especially. I don't know where we're looking at here. Good tackle. Good tackle. Now, the size that hit's a little deceptive because you have a runner that's not looking at you. So that's a big hit, but it's not quite as impressive as it looks. Oh, gets over an underthrow. That's good range. Good range getting back from center field, sideline. Somebody playing Roswell here. God, I hate his feet are flat there. I don't like that. If you look in that, let me go back here in this clip. I don't like this, and I'm going to pause the clip right here. Watch his feet. His feet don't move. And then he's opening to get in the hip pocket of the receiver. Gets in the trail a little bit. Good job recovering and getting the ball out. That's good makeup speed. That's a real skill. You catch that? Oh, crap. It's one of those, like, you see the athleticism there and you see ball skills there. The technique, it's awful, but, that's what they have coaches for. You can't teach athleticism and the ball skills. Here he goes. He's got flat feet again there. And recovers. He gets a pick. That's okay. Oh, these are some awful looking jerseys. Good gosh, Buford, what are you doing? Good tackle right there. This kid looks like he's probably about 6'6". Watch a little bit more. Oh gosh, yeah, this kid's around the ball. This is a 4-star player. He's just around the ball too much. Even though his technique's not very good, they can coach him up on that. He looks athletic. He looks like he's about 6 foot, 6'1" maybe. And with that kind of production, the ball skills, this looks like a 4-star kid. Let's see if he gets out of here. Let me see the long speed. Looks like he's solid 4.5. Wish I had some track times on him. All right, we'll pause there. Let's see what he is rated as. Tyreek Green. A 3-star. 247 composite 4-star. And see, Tyreek, I'm more impressed by his film than the last kid that we just looked at because I saw a lot more ball production. I was right on again. He looks like he's about 6 foot, 6'1". He's 5'11" and a half, so just under 6 foot. Committed. This guy looks like, to me, he might be an outside corner. I don't think he'll end up playing safety just with that level ball skills. And yeah, so it looks like he might end up being an outside corner. But again, I don't know anything about recruiting because I would say this kid looks more like a 4-star than the last one who I had as a 3-star. And also, again, I don't have their measurables. If you tell me this kid only runs a high 4.5 or he runs an 11.2 in the 100, then yeah, the 3-star makes a little more sense because he's not huge. Or if he had shorter arms. But all right, 1 for 3 so far. Caden Harris, this is the Sprayberry kid, I believe. Yep. Playing zone right here. Looks like they're playing cover 3. He's got eyes on the quarterback. Oh, he just baited that quarterback into that play. Gotta love a pick 6 start your highlight. Love those. So this is an outside corner. looking at here. Oh, yeah. Give me some offensive highlights, some special teams highlights. Let me see that athleticism. He's got some really return utility. That wasn't just a straight line return. He made some people miss. One who plays in the offense too. Decent look at his size too. I think this is him into the boundary. It looks like he's maybe 6'1". Go get him. See if you can go run this kid down. Oh, I'm sorry. He's on offense. The whole time I'm looking at the corner. Whole time I'm looking at the corner at the bottom. He's on offense. Okay, I'm paying attention this time. Jailbreak screen. See that long speed? It's that long speed. He's gonna outrun that angle. Oh, that's pretty fast. Might be high 4.4. That's pretty fast. I mean, he's got some. Let's see the technique and press. Not bad with his feet. A little grabby. I like his physical. I like that. See the technique. There's an offense here. Oh, he's an offense. Slot fade. Go get that back shoulder. That is a heck of a catch. This kid's got good ball skills. Let's see a little bit more on defense. Here he is at safety. Cover 3. Go get that. Okay. It's not bad. Slot. Bubble. Yeah, that's what I like to see. Look at that acceleration. He's got some good length. Look at the length of his arms. He gets in a stance and his arms are down by his kneecaps. You can see him in the stance. That's a sign of good length. He's got his eyes on the quarterback the whole time. I don't love that, but it's good coverage. Maybe one. Let's see if we get one or two more. Offense again. Slant route. Get out of there. No, that's not bad. It's a good play. It's a good catch. On a kickoff team. Let's see if he can hit stick somebody. It's a good tackle. All right. Let's go ahead and look at his rating. Caden Harris, I'm thinking if this kid's 6'1" and he's a 4.5, to me, that's probably a high 3-star, low 4-star. Of course, I've been wrong on every one of these. He's probably going to be a 4-star. I would probably have him rated as a high 3-star. He's got really good ball skills. He looks like he tackles a little bit. He's played both corner and safety a little bit, and play both zone in. I'm going to go 4-star. I'm going to go 4-star here. Let's see what he is. Low 4-star. Let's see. 4-star. Okay. 6 foot. Man, I'm good at this. 6 foot, committed to George. Okay. And this is a kid that'll be an outside corner. I can go and tell you that. He'll be an outside corner that can actually tackle. So that's good. All right. Two more. Moving on to the next one. Keelan Johnson. I think this is another Georgia kid. So yeah, he's the one from Sprayberry. I had him switched. Okay. All right. Oh, that is a great play. Oh, I love that. He baited that quarterback. I gotta watch that again. Cover 3. He passes off the crosser and jumps right in front of that other crosser route on a mesh. Oh, that's a good play. I love that. Yeah, that's good. Not huge. Here he is at deep safety. Look at him zone off on that corner, on that wheel route. That's wow. Okay. I like this kid. C tackle. It's not bad. He's a little high, but it's not bad. Good recognition. He's downhill fast. See him tackle in space. It's good closing speed. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Sometimes these guys, the recognition of the run play is as important. Oh, look at that speed turn. Oh, that's great footwork. That's beautiful. Oh my gosh, that's good. Yeah, this kid looks like a 4-star. And he looks like a true safety. This kid's probably the most technically advanced of any of the ones we've looked at so far. Look at him go track that ball. God, he's good. He might be higher than a 4-star if he's big. Oh my goodness, that's a beautiful tackle. One of the things about this tackle that I like so much is that he's having to go from the outside to the inside, so he's got to make sure this guy doesn't cut back. He does a good job staying on the near hip. Bam, wrap him up. That's really good. This kid is probably the best pure defensive back of any of the ones we've seen so far, in my opinion. Here he is, off man. God, look at him breaking the ball. Oof. Yeah, I don't really need to see a lot more. This kid, if he's not a 5-star, it's only because he's short. This is what a 5-star safety looks like, in my opinion. Good gosh, yeah. I don't need to see anymore. All right, let's see what this kid is. Keelan Jones. Let's see what he is. If he's short, he's a 3-star. You got to be kidding. I don't get it, y'all. He must run a 4.7. I don't get it, y'all. That's the best defensive back we've seen out of all of these ones we've watched so far. He's a 3-star. Like, what do I know? Scott, I'm trying, man. They need to hire me to evaluate some of these kids. I'm telling you, man. That's crazy that kid's a 3-star. And I'll be interested to see if he stays a 3-star after this year is over. He needs to hit the camp circuit. That kid's a stud. All right, last one here. Jordan Smith from Houston County, another Georgia boy. All right. I'll probably be wrong on this one. So far, I'm 1 of 6, so what do I know? Or 2 of 6. Playing deep safety. They got man free. Go get this ball. Oh, gosh. Oh, my gosh. Quarterback. We got Joe Milton playing quarterback. Arm punting that ball. Holy cow. All right. We're just about to spin the cover 3 right here. Is he going to rob? All right. I don't know what that was. We just watched. Deep safety. Let's see you run the alley. That's a good tackle. Getting through trash. Fall off a blocker and make that tackle. That's good. Let's see this athleticism. See if when he gets out of here. Can he go? Guy's got a name in front of him. Oh, crap. This kid's fast. Oh, yeah. He's really fast. Wow. He outran that kid's angle. Yeah, this kid's really fast. In the box. I see you. All right. Let's get in there. That's pretty good. Sorted through traffic. Playing like a linebacker. He's versatile. Kid that can run with the kind of speed he just showed in that kickoff and then tackle in the box. That's a good football player. Don't tell me they kicked it to him again. Clark Central, you know better. Please tell me they did not kick it to him again. They did. Oh man, there's nobody over here. He's about to go. He gone. That coach is over there cussing his kicker right now. I promise you. All right, another box. He's in the box a lot. Gets the backside of that play. Wow. Okay. And we do that. That's Lee County. That's a really good team he's playing right there. And Georgia does ask their safeties to play in the box. A lot of times they fit the box from depth, but a lot of times Georgia safeties will be C-gap players from depth. Look at him getting there. I like that they're not blitzing him. They're actually asking him to read and then go play football. I'd like to see a little bit more in coverage, though. Watch a couple more plays, see if there's any more in coverage. Or is this him as a blitzer, as an edge player? Let's see if he blows this up. Ankle bites. Alright, it's not bad. Alright, here he is, middle of the field. Is he free or is he in man? I can't tell. I think he's in man. He's in man. It's a good fit. He's got very good eyes in the run game. He does a good job with his eye discipline. He doesn't just chase the ball. He's identifying the blocks and getting to them. Is this out here in press? Bad feet. Good job coming up and making the tackle. I'm going to go back on this clip for a second. Here's why I say bad feet. Watch his feet freeze at the beginning and watch him get beat inside. You see how his feet stick? He's beat inside. That's not good. But again, this kid's probably going to be a safety. So that's not something you're normally going to ask him to do. All right, it's him against. He had a good game against Clark Central. All right, here he goes. Deep halves. Look, they're in quarters. Route exchange. Got a little scissors route. Good break in the ball. Not seeing a whole lot of interceptions. I'd like to see a little bit more ball production. I keep wanting to watch and wait and see if I see it, but geez, that's a heck of a play. All right, I've seen enough. So just looking at size and athletic profile, because that kid's fast. He looks like he's probably 4'4", maybe like a 10'6", 10'7" kid in the 100. Athletically, and he looks like he's a good 6'2", so athletically with that kind of speed and that kind of size, that almost automatically makes you a 4-star, even though I think there's some flaws in his game. He's not very good in man, doesn't have a lot of reps, or doesn't have a lot of ball production from playing from a deep safety position, so I would say just by the profile, he's probably a 4-star, even though I think he's got 3-star skills. So let's see what he is. Jordan Smith, he is 4-star. Man, I'm good. I'd say he's about 6'2". All right, there he goes. So I went, I think, 3 for 6. I'm getting better. I still can't believe the kid from Sprayberry is a 3-star. That's crazy. I'll be shocked if he stays that. That kid's a stud. So, hopefully you enjoyed this. Y'all give me some feedback on this. If it's terrible, I won't do this again if it's boring. But if you enjoyed it, let me and Scott know. We'll do more of it moving forward. As you can see, I've got my Morgan County Bulldogs hat on moving into the season. So hopefully we're going to be one of the top teams in 2A football in the state of Georgia. Thank you. That's it for today. Thank you for watching.